Right now, what I want to do is bring back in my legal analyst guest, criminal defense attorney Joe Tamburino, standing by. Okay, Joe, so if you were tasked with cross-examining Chad Cobb, tell me where you would go. What points would you make sure to make with him? What sort of contradictions that we've heard thus far might you really hone in on? I'm sure you would have a field day with a guy like this.
I would. There's three things. The first one is never underestimate what someone in prison will do to lighten their sentence. Prison is a terrible place. And if you could do something to lessen your sentence by 1 day, 1 month, 1 year, you will do it. Second thing, his silence for years. He went through his prosecution. He worked out a plea deal. He went through an appeal. Years went by. He never mentioned anything about his ex-wife. And this whole thing about, well, he was worried about the kids. They might go into foster care. There were other family members, such as his mom, who could have taken care of the kids. So you have to hone in on that. The last thing is, though Erica may have known certain parts of what he was going to do, she didn't know everything. And remember, for aiding and abetting, you got to show that she had the same criminal intent as he did. And so you want to separate those two and create some type of chasm between what he did and knew and what she did and knew.
Such great points you made, Joe. And I want to go back through them all, starting with the last one, the aiding and abetting and showing that criminal intent. It seems like so far we've seen that, yes, she's a bad mother. She might have done some pretty vile, gross, disgusting things. But those things don't make her a murderer. And even Chad Cobb's testimony, which is the critical testimony, where I found it really lacking and contradictory, was where he talked about overhearing her make the phone call, said he heard parts of it, really recalled those details about the half pepperoni, half mushroom pizza. And then when it got to the point in the testimony when he was talking about how Ashley Biggs showed up, and the prosecutor said, well, you didn't intend to pay for that pizza, did you? And he said, well, I didn't even know it was ordered. Wait, what? Even the prosecutor caught that contradiction. So, okay, right there, I'm thinking pants on fire, pants on fire. How can she be implicated, and to your point, that criminal intent established, if this story isn't even solid? I mean, we just heard the testimony this morning from the pizza manager at Domino's who said it was an entire pepperoni pizza. There were no mushrooms, and that's an important detail.
Absolutely it is. I mean, as they said, when you said pants on fire, I agree. And I go to another example, which is the Pinocchio nose, because his nose kept growing. And the thing about proving intent is this. The prosecutor wants to connect each link of evidence to show that she had the same intent as he did. If they lose one of those links, which I think they did in his testimony about, I didn't know that a pizza was going to be there, it weakens their ability to show intent, which means that the defense could win. And right now, I don't think the prosecutor has proven beyond a reasonable doubt that she had the same criminal intent that her ex-husband had. She might have known certain things, she might have done certain things, but that doesn't mean she had the criminal intent to help him commit murder.
I'm with you, Joe. Very, very well articulated. Thank you so much. I'm getting word that they are back into the courtroom. So we're going to go in live, take a listen. We don't want to miss a minute of this testimony. If you're just now joining us, we're going to hear from the state's star witness, Chad Cobb, a convicted murderer. He comes off very well-spoken, very polite, but has made some contradictions, as Joe Tamburino and I were just talking about. So we will see what defense counsel does with that when he gets his chance to cross-examine him. Let's go back into the courtroom now together and watch.